Hola!
Hola. We said last time we were kind of getting a bit trekked out, so we're trying something a bit different today. We're going to try and do hut-to-hut walk, which we tried to do last time, but huts were all booked up. These ones are just first come, first serve. Fingers crossed we get there early.
Yeah.
We had to bring sleeping bags, but we haven't had to bring the tent, the stove, the food, sleep mats, or the guidebooks or anything, because we left loads of stuff back in the town.
Trekking fairly light.
Trekking light.
There's lots of mountain refuges around here, and we've been to the Tourist Information Office and read a bit, and we're doing a bit of a circuit. 2 huts. They're supposed to have good views of the glaciers. It's been pretty bad weather overnight again. This is the first day, really. We've been talking about it. We've had really good weather. We've been fairly lucky. But we've let the rain clear off a little bit. And we're walking up through the woods anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then tomorrow, hopefully it's going to be better weather. We'll get some views. But it'll be fun doing some proper hut-to-hut walking and eating in the refuges as well. We had to go back to the Mountain Information Office just to double check twice that they're definitely open. It's a first come, first serve in the hut. They can serve us food for tea and dinner. And she said, definitely. So here we go.
The website says you have to reserve, but it also says, here's the prices for February 2022.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, it's an adventure. Right, we'll catch you later.
Bye.
Hola. Well, not long after being setting off, we've been walking for about an hour along one side of the Rio Azul, which is a big river in this area. We need to cross it to start heading up into the mountains. And came across this bridge, which I don't know, we've been travelling around here now for quite a while in various different places, and we've had to do some fairly exciting river crossings in various different formats, but this is definitely the most interesting. Even I had a little bit of trepidation coming across. So basically it's very slippy because it's been rather wet, and it's just sort of wooden planks. There's some planks that are missing. It's rather off kilter. All the sort of cables are either fairly loose or rusting in an unconvincing way, and these sort of struts at the side, which are supposed to be, I guess, the handrail, most of them are just loose and not attached to anything, so it's completely useless. I don't know how Rose is getting on, but that first descent was really treacherous. It was so slippy, you had to sort of jam your boots in between 2 of the planks to try and get some traction. But yeah, give me a Tyrolean traverse any day. Hopefully Rose is doing alright. I'll let you know later. Alright, bye. Well, Rose made it across, which is good news. But this bit was almost as difficult as the rest of it. But she's now cheating and sliding down on her bum. She couldn't actually reach the only tensioned bits, which were these sort of rails here. But anyway, it's all good. We survived somehow.
So I knew it was going to be bad because there's only one person could go up at a time. We couldn't see it in advance. But when Martin went up, I knew that he was a bit hesitant, and he normally loves this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, what am I going to see? But actually the bridge wasn't as bad. But yeah, like Martin says, downhill.
I was singing Indiana Jones to myself.
I would if I could remember the tune.
Well, it's a pretty strenuous walk up through the woods. We're just approaching the Refugio now. Refugio Helio Azul, which means blue ice. Been a good day though. Most of it hasn't been raining, but the weather forecast said it was about 5 o'clock-ish. It's going to rain again heavily. It's about 4ish now, so it's come a bit early, but most of it's been dry. Up through the woods, and yeah, these pretty rustic refugios. So anyway, pretty good. See you in a bit. Bye. Hola.
Morning.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
So this is the morning of day 2, just heading out from Refugio Helio Azul, which is blue ice. Because the weather's now improved a lot and we're able to go up and see the glacier. We've got to cross this little bridge. Oh, and there was a crazy bird just on the bridge, but it's flown off. Yeah, so this is like an extra trek up from Refugio and back to see the local glacier. Oh, this bit of a theme here, a bit of a sketchy bridge. But yeah, should be good. Been a few pair of German girls and a couple of American guys in the hostel, and some Spanish older couple and Argentinian older couple and Argentinian young couple in the hostel. We weren't sure if there was going to be many people because it's sort of off season. It was nice, and we had the food there last night and this morning. And hopefully we'll get a good view of this glacier, which apparently has only got 40 years left of its life. Yeah, it's retreating very, very quickly. So yeah, we'll see. Right, catch you later. Hola.
Hola.
Well, we made it up to the Helio Azul glacier, or blue ice glacier. I think I said before, it's retreating at a massive rate and will be completely gone, I reckon, in about 40 years. We're trying to remember how far it's receding each year. We think it's about 10, 13 metres, something like that. We can climb further up and go by the side of the glacier, but we're not allowed on it anymore. It's a bit too fragile and dangerous. You can see it's Glacial Lake there. When I started work in 2004, when most of the explorers were born around, the glacier filled this entire corridor. The lake wasn't here, or it was just a tiny little bit of a outfall. So you can just see how far the glacier has retreated just in the last 15-20 years.
All this was ice.
All this was ice. Yeah, would have been way underneath the glacier. So it's extremely sad, but that's the way of things.
And that's like your lifetime, a little bit more, 19 years.
Yeah. Hey ho, that's life. Drive electric cars, recycle, breathe less. Right, speak to you later. Well, here we are, probably about the highest point we're going to get to. Got a good view all the way up the top of the glacier here, down round by its edge, and then looking down back to its lake and see roads down the bottom. There's been some awesome ice caves in this section here. Got some photographs of them. But yeah, it's still an immense piece of ice, and it's crazy to think that in well, hopefully in my lifetime, in the next 40 years, it's all going to be gone. A few patches of snow left. Very, very sad, but yeah, amazing thing to see and get very up close to. Catch you later. Voila! This is the morning, the third day of our real hut-to-hut walking in the Bolsón area. Just leaving the Refugio. Stayed up last night and heading down the path back to the road, the bus back into Bolsón, and then heading north probably to Bariloche for tonight, and then on to San Martin, which is another town in the Lake District, but in the northern end of it. Probably our last bit of sort of walking and such before head off to Buenos Aires and then off to Peru for the Inca Trail. But yeah, it's been a good couple of days. The huts have been really nice. Because this one's relatively close to the road, and it was a bit different in character, but still pretty decent. It wasn't like a real hut Guardian's meal. It was like a menu where you could have pizza and various different things, and sandwiches and like a weird shepherd's pie thing, which was very nice.
We didn't know what we were ordering.
No, we just gave it a go. So we ordered a couple of sandwiches and this potato thing, which turned out to be a shepherd's pie. But they just didn't serve us the food for ages. It was just everyone else seemed to get the food, but not us. So either we were just last in the list and they couldn't work out how to serve multiple meals at once, or we'd not done something right, like told them we were ready for our food, even though we were sat there at the food time waiting. But anyway,
they came out about 9:30 and said, "You want your food now?"
It's like, yeah, what do you think we've been sat here waiting for? Like, looking increasingly desperate and concerned. But they had a big vegetable patch, and there was a real fresh salad, which is, just an amazing thing for South America to get fresh vegetables. And they brewed their own beer here too, so I had a couple of large bottles of artisanal beer, as they like to call it. I'm surprised I can still walk this morning. But anyway, it's all been good, and I'll keep you posted.